Okay, we got a game against in 2067. We're going to be playing d4. Hopefully this guy is not a new account. Okay, so he's playing the England Gambit. It's not good if you want to play knight. Okay, so he wants to push a pawn and give me a pawn for free. After pawn takes, he wants to take with the bishop and trying to line up some kind of a knight sacrifice bishop here to win the queen. We will take. He's going to take with the bishop. I can get out with this because he's gonna get out with the knight. See, I'm just seeing knight to c3. He's gonna develop the knight. Bishop pin. I don't think it's a good move. Maybe. I'm pretty sure it is because he wants to develop the knight to get the knight in here. He wants to sack the knight, and after I take with the king, some kind of a bishop sack to win the queen. But the knight is already defending. That's why I played knight to c3. Now the problem with this England Gambit opening, it gives like a free pawn for white for, I mean, literally no reason. I mean, he's not that developed. So I'm gonna play knight to f3. I'm thinking about e4 so that the bishop can easily get out. I want to play e4, but I'm afraid of some kind of a bishop b4. I mean, surely knight to f3 cannot be a blunder, a bad move in this opening because I don't know the theory. Okay, so he's trying to take. So if I played e4, bishop takes, queen takes, he's trying to get the knight here or here to attack the queen. I can easily go back to defend the pawn, get the bishop out, but e4 looks a lot. I want to play e3. If he wants to take, I can take, and there's no... Well, I guess I'm playing e3. Then bishop e2, castle, and we're completely fine. We're up a pawn, so... Let's see what he wants to do. I think he's going to develop the knight. Okay. So when they always go for these tricks. Okay, so he's trying to castle this side so that the rook will be lined up against my queen. Okay. See, bishop to e2, he's going to castle this side. And if I decided to castle here, there's a bishop sacrifice, and I'll lose my queen. So it's really an annoying thing that they do, but... Okay. I don't want to get too excited with knight to d5, surely. Bishop to e2 is going to be met with the queenside castles. The rook will be lined up against the queen. I can play bishop to d2. Bishop to d2 seems really bad. But I can get the bishop to d3 though. So hold on. a3, castle, bishop to d3. If knight here, that's going to be a problem. Because I cannot take, I'll lose my queen. And h3 is just going to go back with this. So, yep, bishop to e2, queenside castles, and just a bishop to d2. Seems really bad though. But I guess I have to. Well, yeah. I shouldn't be spending this much time on the opening. Now he's going to castle this side, hoping that I'm going to castle this side, and he sacrifices the bishop. But it's not going to work. Let's just play bishop to d2. A normal looking move. I really hate playing this because I really hate putting my queen there. But hey, I'm up a pawn. And let's see what he got. I mean, after you get this opening and you develop all your pieces, in the end, I'll be up a pawn. Let's see what he got for... Okay, so this is a really con. Okay, so he's trying to get the knight in. No problem. See, I don't want to lose the knight because the knight is controlling these two squares, so I can easily play a move like a3 and check what he wants to do. I'm in no trouble whatsoever. Bishop takes, we can just take like this. He wants to put the rook there. Rook to e8, it's not a problem. I can castle, I guess, but then we're going to be getting into some trouble with the queen and the bishop lining up here. He's moving his king, okay, because the tricks that he always goes for didn't work. Yeah, I can definitely move my knight here. It's not so interesting. I don't want to do that. See, I want to move the knight so that I can get the trade in, and I'll be completely happy by then. Of course, he's going to have this move, which is annoying. So h3 is going to go back. And I don't like it. I cannot get the knight in here. So what do I do? And surely I can castle, right? Yeah. There are no problems with castling. I'm just wasting too much time on the opening, and I'm giving him, you know, some kind of signals that I'm not good at this opening, and I'm not sure what I'm doing. So I shouldn't be spending too much time because I don't want it to actually affect my mentality while playing the game. But I'm surely believing there is nothing, that no kind of a take and some kind of a sacrifice because the queen cannot get in time. I really want to replace this knight with another knight in case he wanted to take it, because I really want to keep a knight defending this pawn on h2. Yeah. What is that? I guess that is bad. After it takes, you cannot take here because I'm gonna give this check, and you're forced to win your structure, and then I can take back with the queen or something like that. Yeah, I think we take here. I'm pretty sure we take. I don't know why I want to take, but I mean, surely we need to take, because if he takes with anything, that's actually losing. Oh, knight takes, queen takes, sacrificing the bishop to get the mate in. Good move, but I think it's going to be a blunder, because if the knight takes, queen takes, we're going to have f4, but it's going to take me here, and I'm going to take here, it's going to take me here, I'm going to take here, he needs to take back, and then I can take here. I'm thinking that I'm winning this, right? Let's go knight takes e5. If queen takes, we're going to have f4. Pretty sure. Oh, the problem with f4. No, there are no problem with f4 because queen takes e3 is not there because of bishop defending. So queen here lining up the battery. We have f4. The queen moves. He loses this. Oh, I don't think he loses because after queen takes f4, the queen can go back to protect the bishop. And after bishop takes, knight takes. Well, I'm not in a really bad position. Neither I'm in a good position. So it's totally fine, but I really hate playing f4 because this pawn is really bad. Yeah, he wanted to play that to get this in, but we just play this move, f4, kick the queen away. Bro, this guy is just trying some stupid ass... Sorry for cursing, but I really hate this kind of tricks. Like, you're a 2000 rated player, have some respect. They keep going with this really annoying kind of... Man, this is boring. So takes, we cannot take with the queen because after queen takes, knight takes, some kind of a sacrifices here, and the bishop is loose. So you have to be careful. Bishop takes, knight takes, and we're just going to have a simple h3 move, get the hell back. We trade, we're happy. No, hold on. Bishop takes, knight takes, h3, knight back, queen takes, knight takes, and then we have to protect the bishop. Well, I can play a simple rook to d1, right? But this pawn, yeah, this pawn is really annoying to protect. So bishop takes, queen takes is not good because why would you ever do that? Yeah, I think we take. It's gonna attack with the knight, but I'm gonna play absolutely h3, attack the knight. And queen takes, thank you for all of the trades. And we're totally fine. If he decided to move the queen, attack me... No, he just takes back. Why would he move the queen? That's just bad. So queen takes, we take back, knight takes, and we have to protect the bishop with rook to d1. Now he's going to attack the pawn again by bishop here. I hate this game. He did play that with the knight. I don't think that's actually smart because I have h3. Taking any kind of a ludicrous move, I don't think it's there. Let's just play h3. Make sure we're attacking the knight. The knight needs to move back. We take, he takes back. I do have this move to attack the knight. After he goes back, I attack one more time and get this connect 3. But I'm not so sure about it. See, I should not be allowing the bishop to get to c5. It's really bad because bishop to c5 pins this pawn. And the pawn is backward pawn. I cannot protect it with any other pawns, so I'll be cooked. Knight is going to go there, 100%. Queen takes, knight takes. Knight to e4. The reason for knight to e4 because I want to stop the bishop from getting here, but he's going to attack my knight, and I'm just going to take his bishop. So that's actually good. Knight here, queen takes, queen takes, knight takes, and it's going to be knight to e4. Okay, now we absolutely take the queen. Now you have nothing. We have to be careful. Some kind of a bishop sack. He's attacking my bishop, but I have knight to e4. Bishop sack does not work because I can just take, and the rook, the knight, the bishop is defended by the knight. But wait, knight here, bishop takes, pawn takes, and rook here attacking my knight. That is interesting. Or I can just move the bishop. Bishop here, bishop to f2, the pawn is being protected, then I cannot get in, then I can easily move, then I can go here. See, I want to play knight to e4 right now, but knight to e4 will be met with bishop takes, pawn takes, rook here attacking my knight, and the knight is defending the bishop. So if I decided to play rook to e1 to defend the knight, he can just take, and takes here, and is attacking the pawns. I can play this to trade, and I really want to play this because I really hate this bishop. After knight here, he can go back with the bishop here, and then I can just move my bishop to c3, attacking this pawn, or targeting the pawn. Is going to attack me. See, I don't think putting the knight here is good. I really don't think so. Moving the bishop here, he's going to play bishop to c5, bishop to f2, rook here, and I'll be all defense mode. I hate to be it all. And then I can play rook to e1, then he's going to try to double up on the pawn. And he's going to win the pawn because this pawn is actually really weak, because this pawn is going to be pinned. So I guess I have to be dealing with the bishop being here on c5. I cannot play b4 because he can just take here and win the bishop. So I either play knight to e4 or I don't play it. Well, I guess I'm going to play it. Wait, knight to e4, bishop here, knight takes, and rook takes. Is that possible? Probably. Okay, we're going to play knight to e5, knight to e4. I'm going to attack the bishop. If the bishop decided to go back, well, I'm going to put the bishop on c3. The knight is going to belong here so that the pawn can be pushed and being defended at the same time. And if we manage to put the pawn on e5, connected by another, defended by another pawn, I'll be very happy. So it is really crucial to play knight to e4 instead of knight to b5, because knight to b5 he can play bishop takes, and after I take back, I'll lose the bishop. Why would you do that? The bishop is your most valuable piece. The bishop should be there to pin the pawn so that you can add some trouble here by the pawn and the knight. That is really bad. That is really bad by him. That's my opinion again, but I mean, that's really bad. I mean, what are you doing? What on the hell you're doing? See, I want to play bishop to c3, but the problem, this pawn is going to be really loose. I can get some trades in. I can defend the pawn with the bishop, but then it's going to be met with an annoying, pawn storm. Yeah, well, we go bishop to c3. Let's. We're not really attacking the pawn, but we're adding some pressure. If the knight went here, the knight is going to be it's going to be problematic. So knight here is going to be really, really annoying. So just bishop takes. I'm really sure he doesn't want to get the pawn here. You don't want double pawns. So bishop takes, rook takes, and we'll be really happy to play rook to d3. He's going to attack the pawn, rook to d3, and king here to protect all the pawns. And then we have to make it happen. Be an upper pawn, only upper pawn. I'm pretty sure this knight is really going to be hell for me. So knight here, it's really problematic. We have to take. If he decided to go for double pawns, I think he's going to be losing, because that's not a good endgame. Since he now moved out of this file, we're going to be really happy playing rook here and rook here. So yeah, we're going to play rook to d1. He's going to attack with either of these rooks, attacking my pawn. We're going to play rook to d3. Okay. Not a smart move. We're going to play rook to d3. You want to try to trade with me. I'm going to play rook to d1. So after you take and I take, you will not. We don't care about that. We can just play king to f2. Because always try to protect with a less valuable piece, because you don't want to. Okay, so everything's defended here. We should not be worried. Some kind of a pawn push on g5 I do not like because it's going to be problematic after he pushes the pawn. But I can easily play rook to d1, no problems whatsoever. He's going to try to pawn storm on this side to try to isolate my pawns. I think that's his only chance. He decided to go back because he was really afraid of rook in and we win some pawns for some reason, even though this is really weak. Playing in g4, he takes a knight take. I'm gonna have something here, right? Try to push. Yeah, I think I should be going for that. But after this, takes, we're gonna be in trouble after some kind of a pin. That is annoying though. He will never play this. And after I play like rook here, I'm losing this pawn. Yeah, I think I should be doing something that is valuable in this position. g4, I mean, I can go here, king to f3. Why would I play king to f3? I don't know, it is a move. Leave the blunder to your opponent. Don't blunder yourself. So he can never get any kind of rook trade. The king cannot participate in the game exactly like my king is doing. I was thinking about g4 and get this in and try to push with these pawns and get a rook here. So it actually was smart, actually, yeah. g4 takes and get the rook here to attack this pawn. He has to push. Yeah, now we cannot play that. Can I? Takes, and then he takes here, and after I take, he takes back. I get here. He's going to give me some kind of check. It is dangerous. It is dangerous. I can play rook to e1 and try to walk the king to attack the pawn and put the king in here. That's going to be a beautiful place for my king. But I have to play rook to e1 to defend. But rook to e1 is going to be met with rook to e4, and after I move the king and go here, he can actually take, because after I take, I'm going to lose that. Well, let's play rook to e1. Rook to e1. I'm going to play rook to e1. We're going to play rook to e1. Oh, you... Why I did not see h4? h4 locks the position completely. Yeah, h4. Come on, bro. Why am I not seeing stuff? That's bad. See, I cannot go here and push because that's going to be a hell of a trade, and I don't think it's winning. Playing g4, he will surely take like this, and after king takes, everything's being defended. He's going to get the rook in here, and then I can move to get the rook in. So I want to play g4, pawn takes, king takes, rook here, we go back. He's going to try to attack, we're going to take, and we want to get the rook on g1. But after g4, pawn takes, king takes, I want to move to get the rook here to attack the pawn here and here, and also to push this pawn. I guess g4 is really needed. But what about g4, and he takes here, and I take. Ooh, here, takes. I actually take with the king. He's forced to protect like this, and it's going to be problematic for him. I think the critical move is g4. Let's go with g4. If he takes, we take with the king. If he takes, we take with the king. Okay. I know I cannot play this because check, and I cannot move. He can take here. I can take here, though. Okay, so he's just looking for this checks. Probably a good move, I have no idea. Whew. Yeah, now I left an isolated pawn on this side that he can try to annoy me with. King to h4, some kind of a check on with either of the rooks. We play this. He's going to defend. Yeah, we might be leading us to actually a checkmate. Checkmating net, that's not good for us. I guess I have to move back and defend. Oh shit. Yeah, I guess so. But a check, I can go here, and he's gonna attack me there. I'm gonna play this, and he's gonna attack me with the other pawn. I have to be playing this. He's gonna attack. Oh shit. Why do I always do this, bro? Why? What about rook to d5, rook takes here? No. There's actually a check. And after we go here, why, bro? Why did you do that? Am I forced to play this? Man, I hate this game. So now I'm forced to get the rook to h1 to defend. I was really in a really good spot, but I don't know what I was actually thinking about. We're gonna play rook to h1 because we really don't want to lose the pawn. That's for sure. Doubling up. King g3. Check. Yeah, I think he wants to get a draw. Is that possible though? What about rook d5, rook takes, king here, check, and we go there, he's gonna protect. Oh, it is not winning. Pawn push takes, it is not winning. The pawn here is a problem. And I cannot defend because he's gonna play a check. And he's just gonna repeat moves. Well, let's try. Pretty sure he's gonna play rook to g6 and get the check in to try to get a draw. What the hell? So he's just trying to stop my rook from being here to attack his pawn. He's not delaying this move. He's going to be doing it sooner or later. Then what do I do? See, that's problematic. What should I be doing here? He wants to get a check in. I don't think that's the move. I don't know what I'm doing. Rook to d2, he's going to attack the pawn. And I can go here. I think I should be getting the king. Bro, I really don't know what the hell I'm doing. I mean, just play a simple rook d2. I don't think it's going to be that problematic because whenever he attacks it, I do have king to f3 to defend and rook here to defend. So I'm just giving him another chance to blunder, even though I'm the one who blundered by isolating a pawn on h3. Yeah, he just had to play a check. Not because it is a good move, because he wants to, to attack the pawn again. I can play rook to h3 and try to push the pawn. But I think he wants a draw. See, rook here, we're committing a really big mistake of allowing the rooks here. But is that a problem though? Because I really just want to keep on pushing. Let's go back king g3. I think he's going to play another check. He wants the draw. Yeah, because he sucks. And I suck because I isolated the pawn. Why did I isolate the pawn? Okay, so he's really happy with the draw. I don't think I want to give it to him. Rook to h2, rook here. We push, he's going to attack. We have to go here. I think I have some chances, bro. But I don't have much time. I don't think I have much time. Well, as long as the rook on h2, nothing's going to happen here. Right? Okay. We're going for it, I guess. We're going for it. We want to push. We want to push. Ooh. Okay. So what do I do here? Let's go here. Then the king can move. That's gonna be, yeah. I should have taken the goddamn draw. But now I can move my rook. But if you played this, King to d7. Okay. Well, looks like he wants to get a draw. I'm going to give him the draw. Let's go rook to d2. He's going to play a check, and yeah. Yeah, I made a mistake by isolating the pawn on h3. Definitely a big mistake. I'm not going to play because I have to learn from my mistakes. Game review. I was winning. I mean, surely being up a pawn should be winning, but I don't know what I did wrong. Let's check. Okay. He played with better accuracy than me, even though I'm the one who's up a pawn. Interesting. Okay, so the England gambit. Come on! It is the best move to take. Like, because I have seen this in the game review, I know, a couple of games ago, I did play the exact same game, and the best move was to take the pawn. Okay, we developed the knight, developing everything. Yeah. Knight to e4, trying to get the bishop right away. Okay. Bishop here. Yeah, I know it's a clumsy position. Yeah, I did really something that's really bad. Shit. We're taking everything here. That was the best move, f4. He moved the queen there. I attacked, moved everything back. So now we have 1.6 advantage. Yeah. Just rook to d1. Get the rook in. That's not a bad move. Rook to d1, you're defending this bishop, in case something happened in this side. And after rook to d1, you can then attack and get the bishop active. You have some activity. Okay. So knight here was bad. Attacking me was not that good. I have taken the bishop. That's actually smart. Okay. He was supposed to get in here. Well, that's kind of problematic. Well, we could not attack because of this check. So that's actually, wow, that is really annoying. If he went here, I cannot stop the knight from being on e4. Oh my god, that's why he made a mistake. And that is the best move to take the knight. Wow. Okay. I had to go rook to d5 to add some pressure here. Okay, we did not play the best move. I was supposed to double up, but that's still fine. g4 now. g4 because there's no pawn here. After g4 takes, now you have something to push for. I had to play g4 only then. Now I had the move to be, yeah. See, I was thinking at the exact same moment here to play g4, but I didn't. I chose to play king to f3 instead, and he played the correct move. Now he's stopping me from playing g4. Now I was supposed to play what? Oh, I never thought about that. Putting the rooks like this to defend the pawn so that the king can maneuver or do something there. Wow. So like rook here and rook here to try to play this. Takes, and get in. Okay. After this lockout, we've made a big mistake. I was supposed to play rook to d5 to attack the pawn. After some kind of a push, maybe then I can play this, and after takes, no, that's gonna be bad. I was supposed to play rook to d5, but now it's still somehow good. I was not even supposed to take. I play an a4. No one on planet Earth is gonna play a4. That's really went there. He attacked. Perfect. Push the pawn. Check. And we just move. He attacks. How is not a draw? Hold on. Pushing the pawn to h4 is going to get this check in. King to f3, and is going to play rook to h6. How am I going to defend the pawn? Rook to d2. Don't defend the pawn. What are you talking about? Rook takes. Okay, rook takes h4. Rook takes h4, and what do we have here? Rook to g2 to attack the pawn. He is forced to play rook here to defend it. What if he played rook to h7? Well, clearly it's a really bad move. I have to play rook to g5 to attack another pawn. Oh my god, I did not see that. Wow. So there was a way. I didn't see it. That's actually really beautiful. Rook to d2 or pushing the pawn, giving me a check. I move away, he attacks, rook to d2, allowing the trades to get the rook on g2 to attack 2 pawns at the same time by playing rook to g5. Wow. And that would be like lights out for my opponent. I didn't play it. I allowed the check. And now what is the best move here? Pushing the pawn again, allowing the trade in to get the rook on g2, and he's gonna lose the pawn. Okay, why did I not think about attacking the pawn on g7? But what happens if I decide to attack the pawn right away? g6, he can defend. Oh, that's the only mistake. Okay. That's why I had to push. I mean, surely he's gonna take, but what if he didn't take? What is the best move? What if he just played b6, g6? Then we have rook to d6. And he cannot take because he's gonna lose a pawn. And after I check, I go here, another check, and I can defend the pawn by playing rook to king to d3. Yeah, I clearly had some good stuff. But what if king to c7 attacking me? Rook to f6. He gets closer with the king. We play rook to g1. Rook to g1. Well, it's gonna take a pawn. Rook g takes g6. Okay. Check. We move. Check. No, it's not the best move? What are you talking about? Go back rook g3? Well, I guess that makes sense as well. He cannot defend the pawn unless by playing rook here. Then what can I do? Rook to f7. He should be going back to protect the pawn, that's for sure. And b4. It's a really interesting endgame. And then I decided to miss some stuff, even though I had the same move, rook g1, allow the checks in, trying to get to the pawn, but I didn't, and it ended up as a draw. So that was my mistake. Passively defending a pawn and not looking at the threats that we have. Yeah, I was so focused on the idea of not allowing his king in, because once the king is in, I really hate dealing with pawn endgames, especially with king and pawn endgames. That's why I wanted the rook to be on d2. And since my time management was really bad in this game, I was like, I'm not really sure if I can, if I'm able to convert this endgame. That's why I decided to take the draw. And now I have learned from my mistake. Don't be afraid to give up some pawns. But that's actually insane. Pushing the pawn, giving him a pawn to take, and playing rook to g2, he cannot defend the pawn unless by going back. And that's going to allow him to play rook to g5, he cannot defend this pawn. That's completely insane. That's actually completely winning for me because the king can get in, the pawn can push, and the rook can always defend by, going back. Yeah, I was supposed to be winning this game, but I made a mistake. Passively defending a pawn, not looking at all of the threats that we have. But that was a good game. We did not lose any points. Thank you so much for watching. See you tomorrow.